Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the news broadcasted on TayNinhTV radio and television station, and now we come into details. Ladies and gentlemen, on the morning of February 27 in Hanoi, a national scientific conference 80 years of outline on Vietnamese culture, origins and development motivation was held by Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism, Calendar Central Propaganda Department of Ho Chi Minh National Academy of Politics, and the Central Theoretical Council jointly organized. It is the aim activity in the series of events on the occasion of the 80th anniversary of the introduction of outline of Vietnamese culture. The seminar has 300 participants attending in person and nearly 3,200 participants attending online in the cities and the provinces nationwide. The organizing committee received 173 papers to participate in the workshop in diverse perspectives. There is a vivid demonstration that clearly affirms the role, importance, and right influence of the Vietnamese culture outlines and the practical significance of the workshop. Speaking at the workshop, Minister of Culture, Sports and Tourism Nguyễn Văn Hùng said that in February of 1943, the Communist Party of Vietnam approved the outlines of Vietnamese culture. An important document was drafted by General Secretary Trường Chinh. The outline is the first program of our party on culture, establishing the culture as one of the three political, economic, and cultural fronts. The time and context of the introduction of the outline of the Vietnamese culture shows the party thinking, visions, and deep concern in the cultural development. The outline clearly defines the scope and contents of culture, including the three basic components: ideology, academia, and art. And these elements permit, complement, and influence each other to create an overall national culture, making the culture have a peer-to-peer, organic, intimate relationship with the economic and political front. And speaking at the closing of the conference, head of the Central Propaganda Department Nguyễn Trọng Nghĩa affirmed that today's conference, along with the research results and published historical documents, once again prove and confirm the great value of the conference, comprehensive development of the outline of Vietnamese culture, for the glorious revolutionary course of our nation under the leadership of the party. And the head of the Central Propaganda Department emphasized that it is necessary to continue to inherit and apply the core points of the outline, especially the three basic principles, which are nationalization, massification, and scientification, for research, summarize, clarify, further deepen the content and goals of building an advanced Vietnamese culture in both with national identity in the new situation. Continue researching and perfecting institutions, mechanisms and policies on cultural development, creating a legal corridor for unlock on potentials and resources for cultural development, making an important contribution to the country's development also. And ladies and gentlemen, after Cambodian media reported that human deaths from bird flu H5N1 virus were detected, Vietnam Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development issues an urgent dispatch on preventing the situation illegally importing or transporting illegally imported poultry and poultry products from abroad. And ladies and gentlemen, as the Cambodian media reported that human deaths from bird flu H5N1 virus were detected, Vietnamese Ministry of Agriculture and Development issues an urgent dispatch on preventing the situation of illegally importing or transporting illegally imported poultry and poultry products from abroad. Accordingly, the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development proposed that the People's Committee of Provinces and Cities nationwide urgently strengthen inspection and supervision, especially at the border gates, trials, openings in the border areas, seaports, river, etc., to promptly detect and strictly handle cases of illegal trading, slaughtering, and transporting of poultry and poultry products into Vietnam, especially in the southern border provinces. In case of arresting shipments of animals and poultry or animal poultry products illegally transported, they must be destroyed immediately. Directing police forces and border guards to set up special projects to fight against subject transporting and trading in smart poultry and poultry products across the border. Direct a local market management force to strengthen circulation control measures, promptly detect and handle poultry and poultry products of unknown origin on the market. Organize inspection and strictly handle cases of non-reporting, hitting epidemics, spreading pandemics. And on the morning of February 27, the deputy head of the delegation of the Provincial National Assembly delegation, Hoàng Thị Thanh Thúy, presided over the inspection of the implementation of policies and laws on energy development in the period of 2016 to 2021 period in Trang Bang Town and Bến Cầu district.
The delegation had a working session on the implementation of policies and laws in energy development for the 2016-2021 period at Thanh Thanh Công Solar Power Plant No. 1 in Thanh Thanh Công Industrial Park, An Hòa Ward, Trang Bang Town, at TG Solar Power Plant No. 1 in Lợi Thuận Commune, Bến Cầu district. At its destination, businesses reported to the delegation on the performance of the past year, difficulties and obstacles in the implementation of policies and laws on energy development in the 2016-2021 period. They also requested the competent authorities to consider and support to maximize the output of electricity according to the actual production situation of the factories. For a number of recommendations of businesses, the delegation will summarize and consider submitting to the National Assembly, the government, ministries, branches and localities to have solutions to remove difficulties for businesses, contributing to the management of enterprises, adjust, improve quality, and complete the implementation of policies and laws on energy development in the next period. TayNinhTV Department of Health on February 27th held a conference to summarize the sector in 2022. At the conference, leaders of the Party Committee, People's Council, and People's Committee of the province presented flowers congratulating the 60th anniversary of the Vietnamese Doctor Day, acknowledged the effort to overcome difficulties of the province health sector, successfully complete tasks, targets, and plans on medical examination and treatment. Speaking at the conference, Mr. Trương Văn Hùng, Director of the Department of Health of TayNinhTV Province, said that the conference is a very meaningful event for people working in the health sector, promoting the results achieved in 2022, worthy of the attention of leaders at all levels. The health sector is determined to build solidarity, overcome difficulties and shortcomings, and successfully complete tasks in 2023. On this occasion, to honor and encourage the noble contributions of medical staff and doctors, the Provincial People's Committee rewarded collectives and individuals with outstanding achievements in the work in 2022.
And also on the afternoon of February 27th, the leaders of the TayNinhTV television station visited and congratulated the staff, the doctors, and medical staff of Hồng Hưng General Hospital on the 68th anniversary of the Vietnamese Doctor Day. The Specialist Level 2 Dr. Phạm Châu Minh Tuấn, Director of Hồng Hưng General Hospital, reported on the operation of the hospital in recent years and the cooperation with the TayNinhTV television station, and Mr. Vũ Xuân Trường, Director of the TayNinhTV television station, sent his congratulations to the hospital leadership, the medical team, and staff of Hồng Hưng General Hospital for the good health, happiness, and the persons in the profession, thereby enhancing the glorious missions of the physician. And Mr. Vũ Xuân Trường also hopes that in the coming time, Hồng Hưng General Hospital and TayNinhTV television station will maintain and further improve the propaganda work between the two units. And the hospital will also coordinate with the Frontline Hospital for the technical expertise in Ho Chi Minh City to better serve for the health of the people in the province. It is estimated that the capital construction investment disbursement by the end of February 28, 2023 is 740 billion Vietnam dong, reaching more than 80% of the plan assigned by the Prime Minister and reaching more than 16% of the plan assigned by the Provincial People's Council. The breakthrough by capital source is as follows. The local budget's capital estimated to be disbursed by the end of February 28, 2023 is about 500 billion Vietnam dong, reaching nearly 80% of the plan assigned by the Prime Minister, reaching for more than 50% of the plan assigned by the Provincial People's Council. And the central support capital includes domestic investment capital by industry and the field, estimated to be disbursed by the end of February 28 of 2023 is about 200 billion Vietnam dong, reaching about 23% of the plan. Among capital sources, the spur OTA capital reached the lowest. The estimated disbursement by the end of February of 28 of 2023 is 30 billion Vietnam dong, reaching for more than 11% of the plan. And according to the provision of the Youth Law of 2020, March every year is chosen as the Youth Month. This is one of the best volunteering campaigns launched and organized simultaneously across the country. in TayNinh province with the theme TayNinh Youth Confidently Move Forward, Soaking of Digital Transformation. The Youth Month of 2023 will be held throughout March with many side-month activities, in which the youth of the whole province try to implement a project lighting up the border patrol road, work with 100 million Vietnam Dong, organizing activities to celebrate the 92nd anniversary of the founding of the Ho Chi Minh Communist Youth Union, associated with the application of digital transformation, mobilize support for 200 million loans to support for the youth economic development. The steering committee for the implementation of the TayNinh Youth Development Program has chosen March 1st of 2023 as the launch day of the Youth Month in the whole province. In particular, the provincial level military opening the ceremony will be held in TayNinh City. And ladies and gentlemen, how always plays an important role in the development of each country only when the health sector is strong, so that will the people health be well taken care of, especially the doctors who always plays an important role in the course of healing and saving their lives. And with the mission of taking care of the people's health, they are being silently sacrificing day and night, devoting their best to bring the joy and life to the patients. The COVID-19 pandemic is no longer a terrible nightmare for humanity in general and Vietnam in particular. The world is slowly returning to normal states and normal life. It can be said that the COVID-19 pandemic has released many difficulties and limitations of many sectors, especially in health sector, because after a long time putting on efforts to fight against the pandemic, among the entire health system fell into despair, exhausted both financially in terms of human and material resources. I'd like to spread my gratitude as well as gratitude to the collective of doctors and nurses who have put aside their personal work to wholeheartedly and take care of themselves, to take care of the front lines against the pandemic. And myself have a relative who has infected in the COVID-19 pandemic in the past 2 years, and also feel the dedication and devotion of the medical team, doctors and relatives who have been fortunate to overcome that disease completely healthy. Wearing a white blouse with the mission of curing diseases and saving the people's health, it is not only a job duty but also a civic responsibility when the country needs it. Moreover, those are unforgettable memories for the medical team doctors when fighting against the pandemic together, overcoming many difficulties, witnessing the losses and sacrifice of their colleagues. Until now, the pandemic situation has been fine. We have returned to the hospital to work normal, but every time we pass by the school sites that were used to be the sanction and the concentrated area, the site of vaccination, I personally felt it's a bit of relief remembering the day when we almost forgot about all the personal things like family, but full focus. At that time, there was only one thought, that the pandemic would be over. They would return and relatives would be at peace, and then I would also be at peace also. And those are unforgettable memories in my personal life. Not only in the fight against the pandemic, but so far the TayNinh health sector has made many positive changes. In order to continue to promote the achieved results and overcome the difficulties of 2022-2023, the medical team's doctor will make more and more efforts in medical examination treatment for the patient. During the most dead hours or on holidays, the time when the family meets, we who do medical work sometimes stay throughout the day in the hospital according to our schedule. In the course of operation, it will also happen one case after another, all of which have been temporarily corrected by us, and even there are cases of disciplinary action, and we affirmed. It is determined that all of our medical staff have one heart to be best served for our patients. Challenges and difficulties that need to be overcome, especially in the current period of consolidating the health system after the COVID-19 pandemic, is medical staff understand more deeply the meaning of alcohol's teachings and more clearly understand the need of a home spirit of solidarity. Medical ethics continue to strive and make an important contribution to health care and protection, join hands with the province to recover and develop the social economy. And ladies and gentlemen, that's all for the TTV News today. Thank you for joining us and see you next time.